Здравствуйте. В марте 2017 года компания LABMGMU прошла международный аудит. Проверяла ее деятельность известная транснациональная компания FormaliS, специализирующаяся на аудиторских проверках предприятий, а также компании, которые проводят доклинические и клинические исследования. Компании FormaliS доверяют крупнейшие фармацевтические фирмы Европы, Азии, Америки. Сертификат FormaliS – это своеобразный знак качества, который обеспечивает компании, прошедшие аудит, хорошую репутацию на международном фармацевтическом рынке и международном фармацевтическом сообществе. Сегодня в студии LABMGMU генеральный директор компании FormaliS Жан-Поль Кен. Жан-Поль, расскажите, пожалуйста, о вашей компании поподробнее.
Well, FormaliS has been created in 2001, so we exist like a little bit more than 15 years. And we're a company specialized in quality assurance and only quality assurance, so we do not go into any operational activities. It's because we want to keep our independence, and we're active in the domain of clinical research, in preclinical research, in the validation of computer systems, and in the production of pharmaceutical and biotech products. In these four areas we do auditing, we do the facilitation of authority inspections, and we also provide support in setting up quality systems, and we provide a lot of training. So our headquarters are in Luxembourg, and we have people in a little bit all over the world: Canada, US, Brazil, Thailand, all people that have a certain experience in industry or with the authorities and that are working doing the same kind of work.
Жан-Поль, вы, если я правильно понимаю, ваша деятельность распространяется на весь мир, и вы известны во всем мире практически. Ну, мы говорили о Латинской Америке, мы говорили о Северной Америке, мы говорили о Европе, говорили о Азии. И вас приглашают контрактные исследовательские компании и производственные со всего мира.
Yes, so of course the main markets in pharmaceutical industry is of course the US, the European Union, and Japan. So let's say 90% of our clients come from these three blocks. Now the clients may do preclinical research in a complete different continent. For example, a French company may do its preclinical research in Brazil. It may do its clinical research partially in Poland, in Russia, in the US, in Canada, and so it's in fact all over the world that the studies are happening.
А в России вы давно начали сотрудничать с российскими фармацевтическими компаниями?
Well, in fact, this is the first Russian company that I have a contract with. But I came several times to Russia, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Rostov, because for European American sponsors, pharmaceutical companies, that then do some research in Russia. And they want to be sure that what is done here is okay and can be used for submission in a marketing authorization in Europe, in US, in Japan.
Да. Как часто вам заказывают аудиты именно контрактно-исследовательские компании, вот такие как LABMGMU?
It's not so much that we work for contract research organizations. It may be 15% of our business. The majority is pharmaceutical companies or biotech companies, medical device companies, nutraceutical companies, depends on, let's say, what they want. They have a product, they want to put the product on the market, and they want to be sure that the research that has been done on that product is reliable. And so generally it's them who are asking a company like ours to go and audit what is happening and what a CRO is doing. Now, you have CROs that have the guts to say, come and audit us.
I see.
Because that's a sign of wanting to evolve, wanting to improve quality, and to put yourself to scrutiny. And that's a very positive sign for any CRO.
Когда вы ведете аудиторскую проверку, на что вы обращаете особенное внимание?
We are all working in pharmaceutical industry in order to get products on the market that are good for the health and the safety of the patients. So as an auditor, you always have to have this in the back of your mind. That is, what I see, could this be dangerous for the patient? Not only for the patient or the volunteer who is participating in the study, but also for the patients that later on will receive the medication. If there are data that are produced that are unreliable, then the authorities will take the wrong decisions and bring a product on the market that is unreliable. So I think that is our task, everyone in pharmaceutical industry, and especially the task of an auditor, to be sure that what is produced as data, as results of a study, a preclinical study, is reliable. So that later on the right products are on the market and that everyone knows what are the possible side effects of a product. When I look into a CRO, a lab, any organization that works in clinical and preclinical research, you want to see expertise, you want to see experience, but that is not enough. What you want to see is motivation. Motivation is, and passion. Motivation to do a good job. And systems that are in place that ensure that everything is working according to what is required by regulations, by international standards. But at the end, it's a lot of common sense and it's the passion of people that you want to see. And when you have people with motivation, there are a lot of things possible and they can make very good results. People without motivation, I've never seen them bring things to a good result.
Жан-Поль, скажите, пожалуйста, какой смысл вы вкладываете в слово мотивация в данном контексте?
Motivation means that people are aware what they are doing. They know that when they are collecting data, that these data will be used for a dossier, these data will play a role. People who do not care about what they're doing should stay out of pharmaceutical industry because it's too dangerous. So motivation means trying to do a good job and not look at the watch and see that everything is done as it should be done.
Жан-Поль, скажите, пожалуйста, есть ли разница в процессе проведения проверки, когда вы работаете с фармацевтической компанией, со спонсором, и когда вы работаете с контрактной исследовательской организацией, как LABMGMU?
Yes, well, I can answer, yes. Well, any organization that you audit has its special features. And you cannot say that there are two audits that are the same. So it depends on what kind of organization it is. Sometimes it's a sponsor, sometimes it's a CRO, sometimes it's even an investigational site at a hospital, sometimes it's a lab. And so each audit is absolutely different. There is no standard for it. And so you have to adapt to the situation. A CRO in the US is different than a CRO in Russia, just because of legislation, because of the people, because of the language. And so every audit is different.
Жан-Поль, как на ваш взгляд, на что должен обратить внимание спонсор при выборе контрактно-исследовательской организации?
When sponsors are looking for places, CROs, sites and so on, to place a service or to place a study, they should look at, let's say, the systems that are in place, the people that are doing the work, and of course the regulatory environment. You need to do the study in a country where you can use the data, where you can collect data, and an international company should think of the international context. That means that you do a study in different countries, different sites, and you have to be able to pull these data together and to analyze them, and they should be comparable. So that's important for a sponsor.
Спасибо вам большое за сотрудничество и за время, которое вы нам уделили.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to be here and to talk to you.